Good evening, Ray Halbrook with Live Stream STL. We are getting the end of senior night. They're honoring some of the seniors here. We are live from Robinson Gymnasium out in Herculaneum High School. A little late to the party here. We had some difficulties getting on the stream, but we're on the stream now. Do us a favor and like and share the stream here. Catching some of the festivities here. Some of the seniors there.
We've got a lot going on tonight, Ray.
Sorry, I gotta get your camera or your microphone on there.
That's all right,
Jeff.
We've got a lot going on tonight. Lots of fun. 2 games for you instead of our regular one. We've got senior night. We've got teddy bear tosses. It's going to be a fun evening.
It is. It is very much so. Got quite a few folks already on the Facebook waves here. We appreciate it. Again, don't forget to like and share the stream. We appreciate that. Follow us here at Livestream STL.
We've even got a celebrity VIP singer tonight for the national anthem.
Welcome to Robinson Gymnasium again, everybody. Doing our post to everybody here real quick. Get our right.
As you can hear, we've got a loud and raucous crowd for you tonight.
They are loud. Loud and proud tonight.
Packed and ready to go. Crosstown rivals. The Hornets versus the Black Cats. The Black Cats wearing their traditional and historic striped warm-ups.
I wore a pair of those years ago. I have.
Made famous by the cross-country team and adopted by the basketball team as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Ray Halbrook and Jeff Whitener here. Going to give you the play-by-play tonight. Give you a little catch-up on some of the girls' games here. For the visiting Crystal City Hornets, they're led by Kaylee Craig, 17 points. She averages 17 points a game. Not bad at all. We've got Taylor Sloan averaging 7.3 and Annie Waits averaging 8.9 points per game. Not bad for the Lady Hornets.
Right. Kaylee Craig, only 5'3". Last month scored her 1,000th point.
Yeah.
In her career here for Crystal City. Diminutive on the court, but very feisty player. Also leads the team in steals.
Yep.
So she is very feisty. She's going to want to shoot the ball. They're going to try to do everything they can to get that ball in her hands, right?
The defensively rebounding, it's all about Annie Wade. She's averaging 6 rebounds a game. Ashley DeMaison, she's averaging 5 rebounds a game. So rebounds are probably going to be a big key to success for the Hornets.
Yeah, they're going to have to control the offensive zone, try to crash the boards, and of course they're going to have a tall order there to try to go up against the likes of Angelica Wooten underneath and Paige Fowler, of course, underneath.
Right. Speaking of the Black Cats, the Lady Black Cats coming off a big win Monday night against St. Vincent. 24 points in the first quarter. When we covered that, that was pretty impressive.
Absolutely. You know, the key to the Black Cats, obviously, is Paige Fowler. However, the person feeding her the ball, Taylor Metcalf, she is the one averaging 6 assists and 7 steals a game. She runs the offense. She makes everything go, and she will be distributing the ball. And really, she's a big part of Paige Fowler's success. And Paige has been quick to note that when I've spoken with her before. But Paige Fowler, power forward, 5'11". And not only that, she really has a nose for the ball, and she's not afraid to go into the dangerous places on the floor, the tough places to go, where you're going to get hacked, where you're going to get fouled. She's very strong to the rim and picks up a lot of and ones because of that.
We're going to talk a little bit about Paige Fowler tonight. Paige Fowler has a chance to set the all-time record at Herculaneum here. She right now is sitting on 364 points. She's 8 points away from the record, and there's a good chance she's probably going to get that tonight.
Ray, I'm going to put the live stream media guarantee on it right
Guaranteed.
now. That will happen tonight.
All right.
We will see history being made tonight as Paige Fowler becomes the all-time leading scorer in a season for the Herky Black Cats.
There you go. She's averaging 15.5 points a game. Not bad, not bad. Also led with 6.5 points a game. Taylor Metcalf. We made her the co-player of the game Monday night out at St. Vincent. Her and Angelica Wooten just fired up, especially the second half. Lots of feeds. Both were working really well off each other. I asked her about Taylor. I said, how much of a luxury is it to play with Taylor or with Paige? And she's just like, we comment each other so well, and it's just so good to have her. And speaking a little bit with Riley Blair today, he's really excited to see Paige break this record tonight. Defensively, Paige Fowler again, 8.5 rebounds a game, and then Angelica Wooten, she's usually averaging around 4. But tonight being senior night, we'll probably do a little highlighting on more of the seniors. They call her Woody, Angelica Wooten, and so funny, she was coming up here a little bit, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on, Woody?" And I was like, "What's that?" She says, "Oh, that's my nickname." So
yeah, we're gonna see Angelica Wooten down low in the post. Her best play is with her back to the basket in that low post position, using her body, and she has very good footwork as well. Right. She really knows how to move around the bottom of the basket there, and I would expect her to have a big game tonight, Ray.
Right. Good stuff. Well, we're a little early with the pregame here. There's quite a bit of time to talk here, and we'll go on and talk about a little bit about the standings here and give out the
I did want to mention too, Ray. Depending on the type of defense that the Hornets come out and how Metcalf needs to distribute the ball, if they're trying to double and triple on Paige Fowler in the middle, don't be surprised to see Metcalf kick that ball out to Ashley Kroom on the wings. Yep. Ashley Kroom very deadly with the three-point shot from both corners. So that could be a big factor too for the Black Cats.
Taking a look at the standings right now, Herculaneum does sit on top of the Jefferson County standings. However, league play, they are not going to be the champs. It looks like Grandview, they ran the table here Friday night, last Friday, beating Herculaneum. So Herky's at 3-1 right now. Crystal City looking at 0-3 right now, but stranger things have happened. We've seen some crazy games. We've covered some crazy games, and if you can catch teams down, you got to take advantage of those points.
Conference rivalry game, you can never be sure of what's going to happen. Right. Emotions are high. Kids always get up to play each other. These two teams, these two schools are located very near one another.
Yep.
And all of these kids know one another, and it's not hard to get the adrenaline pumping on a night like tonight.
They know each other extremely well. Again, like and share our page tonight. We're going to be monitoring from time to time your comments, and a little later you'll be able to vote on the player of the game. Just leave a comment. We'll open that up about third quarter, between third and fourth quarter, and we usually shut it down about middle to close to the end of the fourth quarter, and we'll crown the player of the game tonight. We will also be covering the boys game following. That will be on another stream, so you'll have to come off this stream and go check us on the other stream.
Ray, right now an early leader in the clubhouse for the live stream player of the game is the gentleman that was able to get the balloon down out of the rafters.
Yeah, that was absolutely
senior night.
That was so funny, and we're gonna pull over and get a picture of this. But so you'll see some balloons over here, and you'll see the balloons right here. You see the great big tube, but basically what's happened is we lost the zero. The zero ended up in the top of the rafters, and we had a parent that was able to get that zero. There's a little bit of the zero right there, and it was absolutely a spectacle. It was not even funny at how everybody was like, "Oh, they almost got it." They were sticking tape on the balloons to try to get it down. They finally got it down. You you thought that somebody just nailed like the game-winning three-pointer. It was hilarious.
We had people standing and applauding in the stands. It was great. Hey,
awesome.
I just wanted to get back real quick about Crystal City. Obviously, 7-13 record on the season, not where they had expected to be at the beginning of the year, but they have won their last 2 games, right?
Right. Good.
When we look at the district that they're in, the Class 2 District 4, they've actually received the number 2 seed in that district.
Wow, that's
and that'll
great.
begin February 16th, and they're at home right here at Crystal. The benefit of being at home. So it's not how you start, it's where
how
you finish.
It really
and
is.
if they can get some momentum going into districts here on their home court, they could make some noise.
Right. And there's a good chance that we're actually planning on covering the semifinals over at Crystal City, and I'm predicting that both Crystal's boys and girls will be in both of those semifinal games.
Is that the live stream guarantee?
It's the live stream guarantee. I'm hoping.
All
I
right.
got my fingers crossed. I know Brian Waits. He's here tonight. He's one of our main sponsors. We'll talk to you a little bit about him real quick. Brian Waits over at Waits Financial. He has a daughter playing tonight in the senior game here, Waits. And he's also one of our main sponsors for both all the Jefferson County basically games from here on out, the rest of the basketball season, and even into the districts. So you check him out over at Waits Financial, 314-374-6713. They bring a team approach to help face your business and family needs for over 26 years. Brian Waits, check him out at bwaits at woodburyfinancial.net. Also, Waits Financial Services. He's a great guy.
He can take a small amount of money, Ray, and he can make it into a big amount of money.
There you go. We like that. We like that. Let's see who's on the Facebook waves. I'm about to open up. Quite a few people watching already. We appreciate that. Karen Ann, how are you? Matt Fisher, how are you? Brian Waits, you're there.
If any of my friends, family, even my enemies, if they want to chime in tonight and make some sarcastic comments on the broadcast here, feel free. Ray, I did want to mention too that we're just 2 minutes out from the opening tip-off here in the girls' game. Tonight, VIP Herky Hometown Proud alumni, Nashville recording artist Robin Judici will be singing the national anthem. And I spoke to Robin just a few minutes ago, and if we have time between games, he'd be happy to chat with us.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be great. We got an extra microphone here at all times, so that's why we have that. All right. We're going to pop on the starting lineups for both teams here real quick. For the visiting Crystal City Hornets, number 10, Kaylee Craig, 5'3" senior guard. Number 22, it's Taylor Sloan, a 5'5" senior guard. 23, Annie Waits, 5'10" senior center. Number 34, Reese Elliott, a 5'6" junior forward. And number 45, Ashley Damazin, a 5'6" junior forward. For the home team, Herculaneum Blackcats, 22, Taylor Metcalf, a 5'7" junior. 33, Emily Weiss, a 5'9" sophomore. 35, Ashley Kroom, a 5'7" junior. 43, Paige Fowler, a 5'11" sophomore. And number 45, the senior tonight, lone senior for Herculaneum, Angelica Wooten. She is a 5'9" senior center.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's first basketball contest between visiting Crystal City Hornets and your own Herculaneum Blackcats. This time we're going to be live with Max as 1979 Hercules graduate Robin Juicy sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red black, the bombs bursting
you to see Herculaneum's own. I believe he lives out in the Nashville area now. And
Robin Judy, Nashville songwriter and recording artist, has his own band up there. Herculaneum alum. I'm not sure what year Robin graduated here from Herky, but we can.
Pretty sure it's before me.
We can chat with them later about that. And we have the introductions for the Hornets. The Hornet fan base has traveled well tonight.
They have.
And number 45, junior Ashley DeMond. The horse pushes Ken Jones. Now, number in the black man. Number 22, junior guard, number 33, sophomore forward, number 35, junior forward, Ashley.
A deafening roar as the only senior from the Black Cats, Angelica Wooten, takes the floor there and is introduced to the crowd. Both young teams, Ray.
Yeah, very much so.
Herculaneum only with one senior. Crystal City only with two on the roster.
Wow. And we are about to tip off. Sit back and enjoy tonight. Judy Bean, how are you? Jennifer Lawson, how are you? Linda LeBrier, Brian Waits. He's watching right here.
We're ready for the tip-off. It'll be Annie Waits for the Hornets versus Emily Weesey for the Black Cats. Black Cats in their white uniforms tonight with the black letter and the red trim. Crystal City in their road red with the white lettering and black trim. Both teams, red, white, and black. There's a steal by Kroom. Takes it down the floor, and she is fouled on the play. Taylor Sloan, the senior, picks up her first foul for the Hornets. Kroom goes to the line. Misses the first. And the second one bounces out. Hornets recover the rebound. Number 10, Kaylee Craig brings the ball down the floor. Swings it into the corner. Amazing. She works it back up top. Back in the hands of Craig. Craig looking for an open player underneath. Kicks it back out to DeMaison. And a timeout, a quick timeout already called by Ken Jones at Crystal City. He did not like what he saw down there on the floor, them trying to set up their offense.
Right.
Now, I talked to Riley Blair before the game, the head coach for Herculaneum, and he told me that they would probably come out with a straight-up man-to-man defense, but it looked like they were dropping back into their 3-2 zone there. Right.
You'll see a lot of zone, I think, in a situation like this. Just it's been the chess match every first quarter, seems like, for most ladies games, it seems.
Absolutely. Craig ready to inbound. So Sloan gets it across the DeMaison, back to Craig at the top. He's got DeMaison dribbles back toward the center. She's looking for an open player. She's got Sloan. Sloan dribbles back to the middle. They're trying to set up that offense. Craig from the outside. Ashley Kroom guarding her. They finally get the shot they want, and it rims out. Annie Waits had the ball in the key and couldn't convert. Now Ashley Kroom. Kroom gets it inside to Paige Fowler. Fowler to Wooten. That one rims in and out. Rebound for the Hornets. We need to take the lids off these baskets.
Yeah, no doubt.
Craig tries to set up to DeMason. Craig underneath. She snuck in behind Wooten on the defense and gets her first 2 points of the night. Kaylee Craig. Metcalf gets it into the corner.
Catch her with the walk.
And that was an offensive foul.
No, she walked there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a walk.
The turnover. Sloan gets it back to DeMason outside the arc. Shot is short.
Fowler with the rebound. There we go.
Metcalf trying to set up the offense for the Black Cats. She spotted Emily Weesey underneath. Tic-tac-toe there.
We got an injured Hornet coming off. I think she turned her ankle or her knee there. It's Reese Elliott coming off right there.
Greg inbounds to Sloan. Sloan brings it up the floor. Takes it all the way in deep. Amazing with the basket. It's 4-2 Black Cats. Metcalf. Oh, Metcalf had Wooten underneath. Wooten couldn't convert.
Nope.
Sure, she's got some nerves here on senior night.
Sure.
Kroom will inbound, kicks it out to Metcalf. Metcalf's going to try for three, and bingo! Haley Waters gets it up to Craig. That ball's intercepted by Wooten. Back down to Kroom. Kroom runs the floor and gets the layup. And Kroom diving to knock that inbound pass from Craig away. And she gets a big hand from her teammates and the crowd for that defensive effort there. Reese Elliott's headed to the locker room. Not sure what the injury situation is.
Not sure if it looked like a knee or an ankle. Sure did.
Craig brings it up the floor, across the timeline. She's being doubled. She's being trapped. And there's a jump ball.
Athleticism plus 10 there for Metcalf.
Ashley Kroom blocked her path up the floor, and Metcalf was able to sneak in and get her hands on it. Now Metcalf comes up over the timeline. Metcalf again finds Wooten down low. Wooten kicks it back out to Kroom. Kroom inside to Paige Fowler. Turn around, and the shot goes up. No good, but she is fouled on the play.
Here's our Paige Fowler alert here. 8 points from breaking the school record here.
Kylie Waters picks up her first foul for the Hornets.
Seven points now.
So far, the Black Cats, with their height advantage, have been able to pass that ball in deep right over the heads of the Hornet. That ball bounces out. It's in play. Fowler gets the rebound, goes right back, and there's two more for her.
5 points away now.
Craig bringing up the floor. Waits, kicks it back out to Sloan. Taylor Sloan at the top of the circle. Back over to Craig. Craig comes in, baseline move, and she gets the runner.
Craig. Yep. Coach Riley Blair's not happy with that baseline drive.
10-4 right now in favor of the Black Cats. Metcalf gets it over to Kroom. Kroom works it inside to Paige Fowler. Fowler back out to Kroom. She's going to try three. That's off the rim. Rebound.
A jump ball there. It goes back to Crystal. I wasn't sure you could see it over there.
I was watching Eric Oberle, the official there. Crystal City inbounds. Craig gets it in, slips through the hands of the player. But Waters recovers. She's trapped in the corner, and there's a foul.
Riley Blair wanted a foul there, but he wanted to walk there. Instead, draws a foul from.
I believe that foul
would be on 12.
Was on Metcalf.
Oh, is it?
Taylor Sloan with the drive. Rebound by Fowler underneath. She gets it up the floor. Metcalf gets it down low again to Wooten.
Ooh.
Wooten loses it on the floor.
Good sportsmanship down there.
Little scuffle underneath, and that ball hit the line. It'll be Black Cat ball to inbound. Emma Vaughn in the game, kicks it back out to Metcalf. Vaughn's open underneath, and an easy layup there for Emma Vaughn. 12-6. There's a steal. Metcalf gets it. The ball breaks free, and she missed the layup. Vaughn goes up.
And she'll take that.
Gets the basket and one.
Emma Vaughn with 4 already. We haven't seen much out of Emma Vaughn. We normally see quite a bit out of Metcalf. I know that the last game we covered out at St. Vincent, Emily Weesey, I was real impressed with how she's played. She's coming along. I think she's only a sophomore, so we're taking a look at some good growth there.
Black Cats get the offensive rebound there. Wooten cleans it up for 2, and it's 16-6 in favor of Herculaneum.
She gets the walk. The press is a little too much pressure for Crystal right now.
The Black Cats are setting up that trap right there at midcourt, and that, along with the home crowd, all the noise and the excitement, makes it very difficult for the Hornets to bring that ball up the floor. Metcalf at the top of the circle. Kicks over to Vaughn. Vaughn works it in neat. Fowler. Shot won't go.
Nice to. Oh my goodness, that was a hard foul there.
Well, Reese Elliott with the foul. It's nice to see her back out on the floor, but that was a hard foul on Paige Fowler.
Riley Blair was wanting that one big time. I know we got Black Cat fans and Hornet fans because we're both on their Facebook page. Say hey, who you rooting for tonight?
Let us know, and let us know where you are watching from.
Yes, 4 points away. This is the Paige Fowler watch party. Make that 3.
After making her first 2, she made those.
Kroom comes back in, or no? Riley Blair says no.
They're going to sub in Caitlin Huber, number 44, for the Black Cats.
I had a small little conversation with Caitlin on the benches setting up, and she's excited about playing tonight.
Another tall player for the Black Cats. Craig runs it down the floor, gets it to DeMason in the corner. Back out.
Lefty.
That was Annie Waits with the shot. And that ball airballed out of bounds. It'll be Black Cat ball coming out.
Got a little bit of a luxury here. They're just going to kind of set things up, spread it out, and see what they come up with.
Metcalf with a beautiful dribble and feed in to Wooten. Wooten lost the handle on it. Emma Vaughn couldn't get the shot to go, and it'll be Hornet ball coming out.
Kroom comes back in for, let's see, we got 6 people on the field here. Oh, she comes in for Metcalf.
Great, we've got another VIP celebrity sighting to your left here on our stage. Matt Lichtenstein.
Yep.
My former boss at KJF 1400 AM.
There you go.
Also the communication director here for Dunkland Schools.
How about that? We'll show you our other VIP here in just a second. You can see him across the way here on your screen right now. That'd be Mr.
Hornets
Blackout.
inbound. That ball is knocked away by Emma Vaughn, but she loses the handle on it, and it heads into the cheerleaders.
There's Mr. Black Cat over there.
He has a great Twitter handle, too. If you want to follow Matt Lichtenstein, Herky Schools on Twitter, it's Black Cat Matt. Shot does not go. Wooten with the rebound. Kroom working up the floor.
John Turner, go Black Cats.
Kroom tried to work it into Jordan Allen underneath, and they just missed the connection there. The ball goes out of bounds. Craig will inbound. Runs it down the floor. Trying to set up the offense here. Taylor Sloan gets it into Craig on the far side. She's going to take a three. Bounces off the back rim. Rebound by Kroom. And we've already been able to see here early in the game in the first quarter here that right now Herculaneum is controlling the boards on both ends.
Yep. A little air ball there. A little too much underneath that one.
Air ball by Allen.
Uh-oh. Pushing it back up.
Sloan gets loose. There's a scrum underneath and a jump ball. That'll be the Black Cat ball coming out. Emily Weesey checks in for Angelica Wooten. 19-6 with 53 seconds left here in the first quarter.
We love Coach Riley Blair on the sidelines. He's so animated and fired up.
Worth the price of admission to watch the coaches.
So. Very much so.
Allen gets it back out to Emma Vaughn. Emma Vaughn works it. Huber. Huber's trying to get it out to Kroom, but it was stolen. Taylor Sloan with the layup. (19-8). 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
They got Paige on the bench right now, getting a little break, I guess.
Work the ball underneath to Emma Vaughn. She goes up and she is fouled on the play. Kaylee Craig, her first foul. And Emma Vaughn will shoot two. Nice form, but it bounces off the back of the rim. Kylie Waters checks back in for the Hornets. And Vaughn gets that one to go. The speedy Craig trying to bring that ball up the floor and break that trap. Kroom knocked into her, ball went out of bounds. Crystal City will inbound. He's got Waters. Waters going to the basket, and she's fouled. Ashley Kroom with the blocking foul. Eric Oberle holding on to the ball underneath the basket. Eric Oberle, if you watch this better, some of the best hair on an official in the business. Not a hair out of place. Waters makes the first. It's 20-9. And she converts the second. 20-10. 4 seconds left. They push up the floor. The Black Cats try to get a shot off. Off the backboard, does not go. And after one, it's the Herculaneum Black Cats 20. The Crystal City Hornets 10.
Big 10-point lead for Herculaneum. Coming out here just trying to dictate what's going on.
Right now, big difference in rebounding. The height advantage being used by the Black Cats. They're able to get the ball in deep over the heads of the Hornet defenders. They're able to really control both ends, offense and defense on the board.
Right.
That's, to me, is the difference in the game right now.
Yep. Tonight is senior night. We'll be highlighting our seniors for the girls and the boys. Our boys game will be following this stream. We will stop the stream here and jump to another stream, so make sure that you jump over there if you're wanting to catch the boys game afterwards. 19-10. Didn't they say it was 20-10 at first? They must have taken it away.
19-10. It looks like the score table and the scorers got together and decided it was only 19. So as that happens between quarters, a lot of times they will the folks keeping score will consult each other, and obviously they had one extra point up there.
All right.
19-10. Here we go with the second quarter of play. Craig brings the ball down the floor, gets it in deep to Elliott. Elliott with the shot off the rim, and Metcalf with the rebound for the Black Cats. They push it up. There's Ashley Kroom underneath, and the bank is open for Ashley Kroom as she knocks that one off the boards. Craig brings the ball up. They get it underneath. Stripped by Paige Fowler on the back. Hornets get it back. Three-point shot by Craig off the rim and out of bounds. Herculaneum boys head coach Jason Jarvis now joining us to the left of our stage. Another VIP. Jason Jarvis, the St. Pius Lancer killer.
Right.
3 years in a row, he's defeated a very talented St. Pius Lancer boys team.
Can we quote you on that? Come on over. We'll catch you real quick. He doesn't want to be interviewed. We missed you during the shootout, so that's why I want to catch you now. But Jason Jarvis,
that ball does not find the mark. DeMaison in the corner. That ball stolen by Metcalf. Metcalf pushes it up to Kroom. She's all alone with the layup, and another 2 points for the Black Cats.
Oh, and a strip. Jason Jarvis is joining us real quick. We want to know the key to being the Lancer killer.
I wouldn't call us a Lancer killer. Last year we beat them, and then they came back and killed us the next time we played them. So I hope that doesn't happen again this year.
Yeah, and you've got them first round of the quarterfinals of district competition. I know they're probably going to be wanting to look for some redemption of some sort.
Yeah, Coach Lawrence will have his boys ready to go, I'm sure.
Big three.
Drains a three.
Yeah, big three.
Great form around the outside there. Coach Jarvis, if I could, want to ask you your thoughts just watching these girls play. It seems to me that the height advantage for Herky right now is really coming into play. They're really controlling both ends of the board, and they're really able to get that pass in down deep over the head, the defenders for Crystal.
Yeah, they've been getting a lot of runouts too. They've got a lot of easy points on fast breaks so far. Right.
They're able to get that ball out quickly from the rebound, and Metcalf's been able to toss it down the floor to Kroom or Wooten or some of the others.
Yeah, their defense really creates some offense for them, and then Paige Fowler, she's tough underneath right there. Should have finished, but
Paige Fowler's only a couple of points away from breaking that all-time record. Yep. 3 points at this.
3 points away.
Oh, I didn't even know that tonight.
Yeah, Dad came up to us and mentioned it to us. I was like, "Oh, we got to run with that. There's no doubt about that. That's a big deal."
Pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Black Cat ball. So, do you think you could find a spot for Paige Fowler in your lineup, Coach?
She's tough in the girls' game for sure. I don't know about if that would transfer over to the boys, but she reminds me of the Moreland of the girls' team.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, they're both very strong to the rim.
Yeah, they both are, and Josh has been performing pretty well for us lately. I just hope he keeps it up tonight. This is going to be our 3rd game this week, and Crystal's been playing really, really well.
Fowler gets called for the block there.
What kind of a boost has it been to have Jordan Duncan back?
Jordan does a lot of things, and he only had 6 points against Pius, and if you'd have told me he had 6 and we'd beat him, I'd have said no way.
Right.
But he did a lot of other things. He had like 10 rebounds, had like 5 or 6 steals. He just does everything.
And for his age, he's a pretty smart player out there from what I've seen.
He's got more basketball IQ than probably several of our players combined. He's a smart player. He could be a heck of a coach if he wanted to once he's finished playing. He's a heck of a baseball player too.
And we were talking about that. Definitely talking about that. So he'll be ready. He'll be ready for that once it starts warming up a little bit.
I just enjoy watching the girls' game. I catch myself watching Coach Blair more than the game.
Yeah.
Well, he's worth the price of admission. Metcalf, this is the layup.
Yeah. I saw the importance of watching the JV game. The boys won tonight, girls won tonight, and obviously you're always looking at who's coming up. What do you see in your JV team?
Well, I got some kids on there that contribute to varsity also, and the Bracey kid and Grant McCullough played really big against Pius.
Fowler with a nice pass.
Nice finish.
And here's the chance that she could break or tie the all-time record here for Herculaneum.
Now, what record is it? All-time scoring?
All-time scoring. Yep.
Wow.
She has
in a season. Season scoring,
in
right?
a season.
She has 363 right now. She started tonight with 357. She has 363 and 364 to tie. She gets another one. We're already predicting she's going to break it. So here it is.
I would think so. Oh, we jinxed her.
Top of the rim.
And we've done that from time to time here.
And she picks up the reach-in foul there, frustrated with herself for missing that basket. Well, I used to call a frustration foul there.
Yep.
You try to make a play and it doesn't go, and then you automatically get a reach-in or a block or something.
Well, the thing about her, she's only a sophomore too, which is good for Coach Blair.
Craig flying over court, trying to use her speed to break that trap. Sloan shot won't go.
Oh, a little too much. There are flares of a couple players here that I've picked up in the last couple of games here. Sloan and Weesey. You see the athleticism, but you're not seeing the strength come out yet just because of the underdevelopment. I'm not sure what grade Sloan's in, but I'm pretty sure Weesey's a sophomore.
Yeah, Weesey's a sophomore, and I think Salone for Crystal is a senior. I believe.
She is. She's a senior.
Big
Craig
shot there.
gets the three-pointer.
And we have a timeout on the floor.
Crystal City gets their first points of the second quarter. 28-13 with 4:13 to go in the half.
Let us know how we're doing here. Like and share our stream. We really appreciate it. We appreciate being able to come out and cover senior night tonight out at Herculaneum High School.
We need all of Coach Jarvis's friends to log on right now. Leave us a comment about what a good job he's doing over here.
James Sales, how you doing?
I like to watch you guys do this stuff. I don't know that I could do it. I'd have to watch my language most of the time.
I get it. I definitely get it. Yeah, we try hard to bring some validity and some quality to the high school levels here, and
you guys have been doing a great job. I see James Sales on there. That's Matt Sales' dad, who played a lot of quality minutes for me the last 3 years. Great kid, hard-working kid, and good family there.
James Sales, I went to high school with Jim.
Oh, great.
We used to call him Soupy.
Yep, I heard that nickname. I hear he can dance pretty well, too.
Yeah, hey.
Black Cats inbound. Metcalf finds two players streaking up the floor behind the defense. And Emily Weesey converts.
It's like she knew we were talking about her.
Right.
Absolutely.
She has a brother that plays on our team,
look,
too.
They're tripling Craig here. There is the turnover. Easy bucket for Metcalf. Sloan brings it up the floor.
Ooh. Oh, and it's going to drop.
And Reese Elliott gets the and one with the bucket. I didn't see who picked up the foul. My view was a little obstructed there, but
Donna Blair, go Black Cats from Illinois. Ron Kroom, how are you? Amy Richardson, that's Coach Lee Richardson's wife. How you doing? Julie Turner. Angie Bassett.
And a jump ball, and it'll be Black Cat possession coming out. Let me ask you, Coach Jarvis, we just had out at Jefferson, we had the freshman shootout with the freshman Black Cats, the freshman Pius Lancers, and the R7 Blue Jays. What did you see out there, or what do you think of the Black Cat freshmen coming up?
Yeah, we played pretty well out there. Beat Pius, and then we lost R7 on that last second shot by one of the 3 breezes. And there's Emily again with a nice bucket.
We see with the and one. Kylie Waters picks up her second.
Well, Emily has a little brother who's a freshman right now, and Tanner, and I expect some big things out of him. He's tall and lanky, just like her.
It's amazing to see these kids develop from the time they're a freshman to say like a junior, you know, and not only they're growing physically and developing, but also growing that mental toughness as well. Hornets inbound. They break out. Sloan picks up the ball. Sloan trying to set up the offense right now. Over to Elliott. Elliott in the perimeter, gets it back out to Sloan on top. Sloan looked like she wanted to take a drive there toward the basket. Fought the better of it. Sloan gets it back out to Kaylee Craig. Craig decides to take the shot from the arc, and it's good. Her second three-pointer on the night. It's 35-18 in favor of the Black Cats. 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Wow. Seeing some minutes out of Emma Vaughn right now.
Seeing some minutes out of Vaughn. We've had several other subs. It'll be interesting to see how long Coach Riley goes with this half-court trap.
Right.
At this point in the game. Craig in the corner decides to take another 3 off the backboard. Kroon gets it up the floor, and Metcalf will set things up. Wooten decides to take a 3 on senior night off the rim.
But it was a great looking pass for a foul.
You know, it's kind of a tradition when you see, I've seen it happen several years where on senior night or their last game that the post player will get a chance to shoot a 3.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen that at R7 several schools, so I'm sure the crowd would have gone crazy if Wooten would have hit that.
Well, Wooten can shoot the 3 a little bit too. She likes to step out there and heave it up.
You know, she's got pretty good footwork underneath the basket, Coach.
She's hard to handle underneath.
Well, she gave R7 all kinds of fits.
Yes, she did. I wish we would have given him a little bit more of a fit, but Breeze's team was well prepared. They put it on us.
We didn't cover that game that night, but I was there for the girls' game, obviously to see the niece. But I did hear that was a tough one.
We couldn't do much right, and they did everything right.
Craig works it underneath, fouled on the play.
Metcalf was looking for the push there, but not getting it.
Yeah, I think that was on Miss Vaughn, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes, I believe so. Emma Vaughn with her first. Craig to the line.
That's the thing with this team. Blair's only got 1 senior, so he's got a lot returning for next year, too.
Not only that, but he's got the young Macy Pilliard coming up next year, the freshman, the 6'1" freshman, and I expect big things from her.
I agree.
Craig converts both shots. Kroom will inbound. This has been a fun matchup tonight so far when they're in the one-on-one, watching the 5'3" Kaylee Craig and Ashley Kroom one-on-one with each other. Kind of a little mismatch of size there.
Right.
Well, the Creek girl, she can shoot it. If you if you leave her open, she can hit it.
Don't leave her open. That's right.
I've scouted the Crystal City boys a couple times, and I've gotten to watch Jones and them play.
Metcalf with a strip there again.
Oh, there's a hard foul. Ashley DeMaison.
Yeah, she's a little dazed and confused there.
It's a pretty good collision.
We saw a great angle of it there too, by the way.
She was amazed and confused.
There you go.
Any special strategy tricks in store tonight for the Hornets coming up in your game, Coach?
You gonna run the picket fence at them?
Yeah, we don't have the picket fence in. You know, I've been talking to my kids a lot, and what they did well against Pius was they limited their second shots. We out-rebounded them 39-23, and that's something we've been harping on all year, and they finally did it, and they got to do that again tonight.
You know, one player that I didn't know really well, that I was kind of impressed with in your loss to R7 was Tyler Reuter. He had some really good plays that night, was able to distribute the ball pretty well for you.
Yeah, we put a lot of pressure on him, and when Jordan was out all that time, Tyler really stepped up, had some good games. And when he's on, he can score too, but his main job is running the offense.
Right.
Emily Weesey.
That was a nice pass from Kroom.
Of course, we get to see Ashley Kroom quite a bit down at Jefferson R7. There's Craig with another three, her third on the night.
I told you she can shoot it.
Kroom, there's a nice pass underneath.
That was a luck pass because we didn't even know it was coming to her.
But, yeah, Ashley Kroom, she dates one of the Jefferson gentlemen that she'll be unnamed, but we get to see quite a bit of her down there. Elliott coming up the floor. There's the wall set up. Couldn't get the shot to fall.
Jump ball back, stays here with Crystal.
Good rebound by the senior Wooten there, and they tied her up. Yeah, I give Kroom a little trouble. She's wore some of that blue stuff over to the high school. I'm like, you got to get out of here. Get away from my room with that.
Yeah, I saw her in a Blue Jay Letterman jacket on Instagram, and I told her how good she looked in that. You know,
I'm not a big fan of them wearing that blue stuff.
That's a walk.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm a little worried about the matchup tonight. Lee Richardson's been doing a great job over there at Crystal, and they gave R7 all they could handle the other night, and I guess a week ago today, and we're on our third game of the week, and I just hope my kids have some legs and can hang with their hard defense they play.
Weesey gets her own rebound, can't get it to go. Craig running it up the floor as quick as possible to break any kind of potential trap. Sloan kicks it back over to Craig. Craig's going to shoot the three.
A little short.
Off the front of the rim. I believe
playing for the last point here. You would think. You would hope. I'm just going to shoot the three instead. I think that was tipped.
Elliott comes up with the ball, gets it to Craig. Coach Jarvis, I firmly believe from what I've seen this season that the Hornets are the most improved team I've seen over the course of the year.
The Hornets and us are pretty similar in that this year, I think.
There's the buzzer for the half. It's the Herculaneum Black Cat Girls 40. The Crystal City Hornets 23.
Jason Jarvis, we appreciate you coming by. Tell Riley to come up here after the game here, and we'll get him during your game and catch up with him a little bit if you could.
Yeah, I'll try to talk to him. If he wins, for sure, I can talk to him.
He's hard to talk to, I bet, when he's lost.
Yeah, I didn't talk to him much after the Grandview game, that's for sure.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
Hopefully he hangs on here and gets him a win, and hopefully we can do the same next. So
I didn't get to talk too much to Angelica either, being my niece. She was not too happy about that loss at all. But they came back 24 points in the first quarter at St. Vincent. And, it's one of those deals you got to put the past in the past, and let's look forward,
No, I agree. That's what I've been preaching to my boys about Wednesday. Beating Pius cannot be our pinnacle of our season. We gotta finish these next 3 games out before, or 2 games. Nope, 3 games. We got 3 left before districts.
Right.
I appreciate you guys letting me get on here. This is pretty fun.
Thanks for coming.
All right,
we
thanks.
Appreciate it. Jason Jarvis with the Herculaneum Black Cats. Well, halftime here. 40-23 is our score. Some takes here. Jeff, what thoughts on the first half?
Well, the pressure defense coming right out of the beginning of the game there for the Black Cats, taking over double and triple teaming and trapping on Craig as she was trying to bring up the ball up the floor. That pressure defense at midcourt really took its toll on Crystal City. They were able to break out of that, get a lot of players open for easy layups down the floor. That and the rebounding. Right now, still in this game, the Black Cats controlling both ends, offensive and defensive rebounds. Able to get that pass. Metcalf is able to get that pass down deep, down low, over the top of the Hornet defenders, and they're using their size advantage to their advantage.
Right.
Now it got a little sloppy there in the second quarter as teams worked. They tried to work in as many substitutions as possible there, tried to rotate some players in. Thank you. But should be interesting to see if Herculaneum comes out and they keep applying that pressure defense on Craig as she brings the ball up the floor. And we've seen her try to streak up the floor as quickly as possible to try to break that pressure. But if they're going to try to do that, or how soon Riley Blair will be able to empty his bench out and get some more of his players some playing time.
Right. I think sitting Paige right now might be good for a good big rush for the second half here. Get her points. Get her to break that all-time points in girls for Herky here on senior night. That would be something special, wouldn't it?
That would be, and I don't know if aside from her father and all of our fans out there in Facebook land and you and me, if anyone else is aware of that tonight, I don't know if they're having anything, any kind of special presentation, or if they'll be stopping the game for a timeout, or to do anything with that. But
well, it is senior night, and I believe right now we are going to jump over here to the teddy bear toss benefiting Mappaville State School. If you brought a teddy bear tonight, you get in for free. And they're throwing the teddy bears out. They did the teddy bear toss here as they clean up. This is kind of like getting a hat trick, in hockey, to where they're cleaning it up. There you go.
It's the teddy bear trick.
It's a teddy bear toss.
And what they're doing in donating these to the Mappaville State School, these will be used. These are greatly appreciated by Mappaville, I'm sure, in using them with some of the students and residents who are at Mappaville. I'm sure they will cherish these.
Right. The almighty Black Cat chant and march, and the band here, led by Doug Smelzer, entertaining us. I just forgot about this, and I'm going to do this right now while I'm sitting here. I'm going to post this, and I got to remind myself of the boys' game that I need to post this to the alumni page.
We've had folks chiming in, like as you said before, from Australia.
Yeah.
Your last game at Live for Life, you had a gentleman in Norway watching the game.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. That was actually DeMarcus Sanford Jr.'s uncle. DeMarcus Sanford played that night, so it was really cool to be able to bring that to them and let them be able to see that across the pond, they say. Here we go. We are going to share to...
Ladies and gentlemen, while Ray's doing that, just to let you know, we have obviously been talking at Livestream FGL about some of the coverage coming up, and definitely want to be a part of district action coming up.
Oh,
the
yes.
Class 2 district action here at Crystal City. Class 3 district action, which is being hosted at Jefferson R7. And Class 4 district action being hosted by Hillsboro.
Right.
And I did want to mention, Ray, that you and I had spoken earlier. Now, we know what the seeding is going to be for Class 2 and Class 3. Class 4 district seeding has not been decided yet for Hillsboro and Festus. That will be decided next Wednesday night.
That's correct.
So we'll have a much better idea what the seeding and the bracket's going to look like for that night.
That's correct.
I just got a message here from my friend Charles Miller down at DeSoto. Now, they are in also Class 4, but they're in District 2, I believe, down there. And their district will also be seeded on Wednesday of next week.
We're going to get to some of these coverages, but before we do, we want to tell you this: these live streams, they run on sponsorship, and we hate to go out and ask for money, but in order for us to be able to cover this, this is what it takes. If you're interested in sponsoring with us, we would hugely appreciate it. You can advertise here on Livestream STL. Give us a call, 314-852-4398, or you can also email me. That's my email here for the business, livestreamstl@outlook.com.
And I personally vouch for Ray Hallbrook here and let you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ray's concept. This is his brainchild. He's the one that has invested all of the capital in it. I'm just a talking mouthpiece here. But I can tell you that Ray's not in this game at all to be seeking his fame and fortune. What Ray wants to do is just be able to cover his cost and make enough money that we can continue to bring you the best in local high school and college action in the area and bring that to you as many nights as possible. And we can't do that, of course, unless we get some sponsors, some more sponsors.
And if you know somebody that might be interested in sponsoring with us, pass our name along to them and get them in contact with us. But real quick, we got a couple minutes. We're going to talk to you about the district tournaments, games that we're covering. We're going to start off bright and early in the morning, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, February 16th, 8:45 a.m. pregame. That's going to be a fun one. Jefferson R7 girls are going to be taking on Herculaneum. And then following that game, Herculaneum boys are going to be taking on St. Pius, the rematch from earlier this week. That'll be at 10:15 pregame. And then we'll take the afternoon off in the evening, and we'll take a little rest. And then we will also be jumping over to Crystal City on Monday. You said you wanted to say something real quick?
Well, I was going to say we've got 8 games that day out at R7.
That's crazy.
You'll be there for the first 4. I'll be there for the first 4, and then I have another engagement that day. But we'll make sure the coffee's brewing for you.
Right. So moving along here, this is our guest, and I'm making the live stream STL. I'm not going to say it the guarantee, but I'm going to say this is probably what's going to happen. We're probably looking at Bismarck and Crystal City's boys Monday night, 6:45 start, February 18th. And then the following day, the Crystal City girls, I'm guessing here again. I'm saying Crystal City and Valley. This is my bracket for the second the second round here. Tuesday, February 19th at 7:15. That's our start time. Then we have district semifinals, February 20th, 5:45 p.m. And then the championship, February 22nd, 5:45 for the girls, and 7:15 for the boys. So we are covering the district championship in District 3. And then the next week we'll be doing it all over again with District 4.
Non-stop basketball action.
And there's nothing wrong with that. We're having a blast with it.
It's the winter tour.
The winter road tour, absolutely.
The winter road tour, and Ray's and his crew have become winter road warriors at this point.
Absolutely.
Want to give a quick shout out to Dale and Tracy Marler watching on the live stream tonight.
Dale, I know Dale.
Dale, Lumpy Marler.
That's right, Lumpy.
Lumpy is watching the game. We're back in action here, but I wanted to give a shout out to them. Their daughter Sarah played for the Black Cats here. There's a 3-point.
And there's a 3. Who was that?
Ashley Kroom with the 3.
Awesome.
Also want to give a shout out, and I have to do it to my lovely bride, Gina Whitener, tuning in.
Hey, Gina, how you doing?
Craig brings it up the floor. She keeps it in bounds, gets it back out to Sloan. Sloan in the corner. Dude to Mason. Mason looking to work it in. She dribbles to the elbow. She finds Sloan. cross court. Sloan, top of the circle. Back to DeMason.
Angie Basson, thanks
Craig
so much.
is open. Decides not to shoot. Gets it over to Sloan for three. Off the rim.
And the foul.
Fowler had the rebound. She was fouled over the back there.
There's Dale chiming in back at you. How you doing, Dale? Angie Basson, she's saying we appreciate the coverage. Well, we appreciate bringing it to you.
Several Bassons have worn the Hornet uniform here and
Hey,
continue to wear the Hornet uniform for Crystal City. That was Jordan Allen with
Nice
her foul.
dish. Nice dish.
Able to work it down low
Good dish to
Wooten.
Yep.
Wooten fouled on the play.
Couple of Woody chants. Whoosh.
Calmly drains the first one.
Oh, I forgot. We've got to open up the voting for player of the game. It opens right now. Cast your vote right now.
Well, right now there are several candidates.
There are. There's one of them right there. Taylor Metcalf.
Metcalf with the roll doesn't get it to go, but she's fouled.
Oh, and she.
Oh, that was an offensive charge.
Foul. Wow.
And she's looks at the referee in disbelief.
I'm kind of the
do
same. I'm kind of the same.
Hornets bring the ball up the floor. Craig gets it to Sloan.
Foul on Kroom.
Kroom guarding just a little too closely there.
Tracy Marler with the first vote tonight. Woody.
Woody.
We got one for Woody. Again, cast your vote for player of the game. Begins right now. Actually began about a minute ago.
Candidates right now.
I'll agree. 5 seconds.
Fowler will bring it in.
I think that was a makeup call.
I believe you're right. Metcalf certainly a candidate at this point in the game as well. And on the Crystal side, Kaylee Craig. Fowler spins it underneath. Doesn't get it to go. Craig will bring it up the floor. Trying to set it up. To DeMason. Top of the elbow.
Nobody behind her. She was looking for somebody behind her there.
She was looking for, I think Craig was supposed to come through there. DeMason trying to work it into Elliott. Elliott being guarded by Wood. And there's Craig with the open shot and calmly drains two. You can't give her that much room on the floor. She's going to.
One you can't let open at all.
Fowler with a beautiful move.
And here we are again. Did she get it? She tied. She has tied. Oh, no. She has, according to that, she's broke it.
With that last basket, Paige Fowler has become the single season scoring leader for the Herculaneum Black Cat girls. Congratulations, Paige Fowler.
Absolutely. Well deserved.
9 points so far in the night for Fowler.
She now has 365 points.
Will Paige Fowler make it a three-peat? And there's a timeout on the floor by Crystal City. Will Paige Fowler make it a three-peat for player of the game here at Livestream STL? We'll see.
We'll see. This Stoppage and Play is brought to you by Wakes Financial Services, bringing a team approach to help face your business and family needs. Brian Wakes over at Wakes Financial. Brian's with us tonight, listening and watching at the same time. He was over at, I believe he was over at R7.
I believe he was, yes.
Watching the St. Vincent game Monday night, and was Crystal over at R7? Is that what the deal was?
I believe so.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to mention about Brian Waits is the fact that obviously he has a daughter going to, playing for Crystal City. But this man has done a lot for local sports, not just for the Hornets, but all over the area. Lending his support, his time, his money. So we really appreciate what he's done, not only for these teams, but also for us so that we can help bring you this coverage.
Yeah, very much so. Now, I know we've got oodles and noodles of people on. Oh, my gosh, that's a baseball pass. Stolen. Here comes Paige Fowler again. Oh, but she can't get to it. She wanted it so bad. I could see it on her face coming towards us.
I don't think anyone was going to catch up with that one.
Yeah, we appreciate Brian. Brian, I gave him a call up when we got first started with some of these conference games. I'm sorry, and he right away he's just like, how do I invest? And has been amazing investment. And we came out to Crystal the first time, and he really liked what we brought to the table. And we try to do a good job of covering our sponsors as much as we can. We can provide you with anything from advertisement to big three there. Who's that?
Big three from Jordan Allen off the bench for the Black Cats.
But what I was going to say was we can cut you a commercial for very, very inexpensive price. We have that ability. We've done that with a couple of. We got 6 men on the field. Too many men on the field here. There we go. Okay, 44 and
now
45.
Huber's coming in place of Wooten. Wooten gets a break on the bench. With the exception of Metcalf and Fowler, we've got some substitutions out there for the Black Cats. Craig brings it up the floor, kicks it over to Sloan. Sloan goes to the corner. Into Elliott. Elliott's going to throw one up. Oh, off the rim. Rebound, Hornets. Can't get it to go, and the Black Cats come up the floor. There's Metcalf with the outlet to Fowler. She's too far underneath.
We talked about Metcalf and Fowler, how well they play together, and it's like Hull and Oates in hockey. They really are.
They always know where each other is on the court. That is absolutely true.
And on cue.
Metcalf,
a big
sophomore. Elliott tries to get the ball.
Oh, my gosh.
Bouncing around out there.
Somebody grab it, right?
Emma Vaughn for the Black Cats had it stripped away. Fowler gets it underneath, can't get it to go.
It stays down here.
Black Cat ball.
Riley Blair barking out some calls here.
Telling them to go up strong. There's a three-point basket by Jordan Allen. 53-25 in favor of the Lady Black Cats. 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter.
Again, don't forget to get your vote in for player of the game.
Craig to Sloan. Sloan back out to Elliott at the top. Sloan drives towards the basket and gets the shot to fall. Nice play there by Taylor Sloan. Metcalf brings it back up for the Black Cats. Drives to the baseline, loses the ball. Elliott picks it up, distributes it over to Sloan, and back the other way we go. Shot by Annie Waits is short. And Ashley Kroom subbing back in for the Black Cats, as well as Ashley DeMazen for the Hornets. Craig will inbound. Finds Sloan. Sloan kicks it over to DeMazen in the corner, back for Craig. Craig being guarded now by Metcalf and then Kroom. Sloan looking to drive. Sloan over to DeMazen. They're trying to bait getting it over to Craig. Metcalf was playing off Craig, and there's Reese Elliott with the travel. Trying to get him to get the ball over to her so they could collapse on her, but DeMazen did not take the bait and pass it to her. Fowler inbounds it to Metcalf. Metcalf will work it over to Kroom. Kroom cross court to Allen. Allen kicks it back to Metcalf. Metcalf's looking down low. That's not there. Kroom decides to come up the middle, distribute. Allen can't get it to go. Rebound Hornets. Good rebound there by Annie Waits. Craig brings it up the floor. He's got DeMazen in the corner. Strong cross court to Sloan. Sloan tried to get it to Craig, and there was Ashley Kroom again to knock it out of bounds. Hornets will inbound. Kroom's been flying around on defense for the Black Cats. Craig gets it into Reese Elliott. Get it back out to Craig for three. That is short. Rebounded by the Black Cats, and here comes Taylor Metcalf. Metcalf over to Allen for three, and bingo!
Allen's looking good.
27.
Feeling the flow. She's getting hot.
Absolutely. She was wide open on the wing, decided to take the shot. Now here's a drive by Craig, gets it knocked out. Shot goes short, Kroom with the rebound underneath, and here comes Metcalf up the floor to Fowler. Fowler cannot get it to go, and she is shaking her head, having one of those nights. She's been strong with the line and drawing fouls and 9 points on the line, but she hasn't been able to finish several easy shots under the basket, and shaking her head, and the body language is a little tough right now for Paige Fowler. Metcalf for three at the top of the arc. That goes off the back of the rim. Kroom goes for the rebound. She keeps it in. Kylie Waters on the floor had grabbed it as Kroom threw it back in, but Metcalf fouled her. And Riley Blair does not like the call. Riley Blair and the referee agree to disagree and walk away from one another. We need to get Matt Lichtenstein on here to talk a little bit about Dunklin Schools. What do you think?
Hey, we can do that here during the break. Only if he wants to come back here. He's thinking about it. Don't forget to cast your vote. You can just comment below here. Cast your vote for player of the game.
Taylor Sloan.
We've got a few folks that have already casted their votes.
At the line. Sloan bends down deep. Doesn't get the shot to fall. She'll get one more chance here. And she's perfect on the second shot. 56-28 in favor of the Black Cats. Emma Vaughn runs it up the floor. They kick it in the corner. Allen thought about it. No, Kroom's going to take the three. That knocks off the rim, and after three, it's the Black Cats 56. The Hornets 28.
Taylor Metcalf's got a couple folks here. I got one for Fowler. I got one for Moody. So we got a few. All right. Again, the voting is still open here. We're going to have it open for a little bit longer here in the fourth quarter, but make sure you cast your vote for player of the game.
Cheerleaders do a great job here at Herculaneum High School. Just wanted to point that out. But every time they do these types of stands, as a father and a father with a daughter, it always scares me. I'm more nervous watching the cheerleaders, Ray, than I am the basketball players flying around.
Yeah, right. I agree. We begin the fourth quarter here.
Black Cats come out of the break with Fowler, Metcalf, Emily Weesey on the floor, Ashley Kroom, and Angelica Wooten. So the starters are back out there actually for both teams right now. Sloan, Craig, Waters for Crystal City, Mason, and Waite. Craig being guarded by Kroom, dribbles to the middle, takes a shot on the elbow, and she gets it to fall. She gets that shooter's touch. The shooter's roll there, 56-30. I don't have the stats at this point. We can't see the board. Paige Fowler puts one up, and Wooten is there to clean the rebound. I think at this point, Kaylee Craig may lead all scorers.
You might be right. You know, I was supposed to get a text from our friend Mark Holman at
Craig with the three, little strong. Wooten with the rebound.
Over at the booth, I'm going to have to text him and say, hey.
Metcalf Long pass up the floor to Fowler. Fowler kicks it back out to Metcalf. Metcalf into Fowler underneath. She takes the drive, and she gets the easy layup to fall. But finally, Paige Fowler was a little snake bit there for a while, and she picks up her 10th and 11th point on the night.
Got another one for Wooten.
Craig misses. Scrum on the floor. You got a player injured. DeMazen, there was a scramble on the floor, and DeMazen actually came down on the back of the legs of Emily Weesey, and it was totally accidental, incidental conduct. And DeMazen was there to check on her, but I don't know if she rolled an ankle there or exactly what happened, but Weesey had quite a bit of pain. Holding what appears to be her foot or her ankle at this, and it was just one of those players, both players going for the ball after the missed shot, and totally incidental.
We have Craig with 17 points right now. She is leading the scoring.
Weesey to her feet, gets a nice round of applause for the crowd, and she's still in quite a bit of discomfort as she heads over to the Black Cat bench right now. Hate to see anybody get hurt like that. Subbing in for the Black Cats, number 20, Kylie Bowler. And here in the fourth quarter, at this point, there's Jordan Allen with another three. Coach Blair has been able to empty the bench, and he's got new players in there. Number 1, Dakota Patterson. Number 12, Emma Vaughn's out there. As we mentioned, 20, Kylie Bowler. 44, Caitlin Huber.
Paige is sitting on the back end over here. I think they might bring him in one more time here. A little bit of time to go.
Haley Craig inbounds. Shot by Waits off the rim. Craig will inbound again. Kept trying to feed it into Annie Waits underneath, and she was fouled as she went up. Caitlin Huber picked up the foul. And he waits to the line. 63-30, favor of the Black Cats. Running clock here in the fourth quarter. Annie Waits gets the shot to fall, her first point of the game. And the second shot bounces off the rim. Bowler brings it up the floor for the Black Cats. She gets it over to Dakota Patterson. Patterson in the corner to Allen. Tried to work it in underneath, and the ball went out of bounds. And Coach Blair is able to sub in more players now, including his talented freshman 21, Macy Pilliard. He's got Alexia Ash out there, number 2. Number 5, Kirsten Britton. '31, Dana Harvey. Sloan dribbles to the corner for the Hornets. He finds Craig back on top. Craig takes the 3, a little strong. Rebound by Harvey underneath. Harvey will get it over to Patterson. Patterson will work it across the timeline. Patterson gets it to 5 to Britton in the corner. She gets it down low to Pilliard. Pilliard missed the first, got her rebound, and gets her first points of the night. That's Macy Pilliard, the 6'1 forward, who's a freshman for the Black Cats. Plays mainly on the junior varsity team. Riley Blair expected to have her full force on varsity next year. 2 shots by Annie Waits, missed the mark. Ball goes out of bounds in favor of the Black Cats. Kylie Bowler will inbound.
Not quite sure what's going on over here. Oh, they're going to wipe down the floor here a little bit. Got a little slick spot.
We've got 2 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the game. We are in a running clock situation in the fourth quarter. Herculaneum up by 30. So the running clock, it's actually 65-31 right now. Bowler inbounds to Harvey. Harvey brings it across the line, back over to Bowler. Bowler tries to drive, gets it underneath to Pilliard. Pilliard up. Can't get it to go.
It's the draw of the foul.
Reese Elliott went for the block, and she got a little too much hand and not enough ball on that play. Foul by Reese Elliott, and Pilliard will go to the line. First shot clanks off the front of the rim. And lane violation means no shot, and the ball goes over to the Hornets.
She must have jumped across the line there.
Hornets also subbing in several players now, including some not on my roster.
Yeah.
So I apologize for that.
33, that's Smith. I know that.
And 25 I don't have as well. But Kylie Waters running the offense. That ball is stolen. Alexia Ash with the steal and converts it with the layup on the other end. 67-31 in favor of the Black Cats. .25 for Crystal City, called for the travel. Black Cats will come out the other way. And Wooten comes out of the game for the Black Cats to a raucous applause.
Yep.
Crystal City brings it back up the other way. Smith has the ball knocked out of bounds. 30 seconds left to go in this one, Ray.
Again, don't forget we're going to give away our player of the game. And I might do co-players tonight since we got a senior here. And I'm not biased. She is my niece. So. Let's see if I can get their attention.
2 seconds left. Smith to inbound. And that's the final, Ray. In our girls game, first game of the night. It's the Herculaneum girls, Black Cats 67, the Lady Hornets from Crystal City 31.
Right. All right. I'm going to have you eat up a little bit of time here. I'm going to try to go get our players of the game here real quick.
My job to eat up time, and I can do that. I can talk about just about anything here. Got a nice young lady next to me running the music for the Herculaneum girls. What's your name? Amy? Sammy. Sammy is running the music up here on the stage where we're located at here at Herculaneum High School. Ray was able to do that all from the stage using hand signals, ladies and gentlemen. Being the true professional that he is, he was able to call the two stars of the game up here, the co-stars, using nothing but hand signals.
There we go.
We're going to have them for you in just a second. The crowd really loving it tonight. The cheerleaders talking to the crowd, and please step right up there and put that headset on, young lady.
Step up to the microphone, girl. So Angelica Wooten, one of our co-players of the game. Another strong night tonight. Lots of rebounds. Lots of rebounds. Senior night, I know it's a bittersweet game, but at the same time, how many games you guys got left before districts?
We have one.
One. Perfect. So just wanted to say we're proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, we saw you come off the court, and I thought was pretty fitting, pretty cool. So anything you want to say about your season?
I think, you know, it's appropriate. I had this was probably the best season I've had so far, for sure. It was nice being the only senior. I guess I get a little extra special attention. Yeah. That was nice. But I really couldn't ask for a better group of girls to play with. They're like my best friends on and off the court. So
awesome. Well, the job's not done. You still got districts, and I know you're fighting for some ground there. So Angelica Wooten, our co-player of the game. Love you, girl.
Love you.
Let's get Paige over here real quick. I didn't know if you had a question for her, but sorry about that. All right, our second co-player of the game, Paige Fowler. You didn't do anything kind of important tonight, did you? Yeah. So we have that you had 11 points tonight. That's what we had. I believe that's correct.
Oh.
So you broke the record.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean to you?
I just take a lot of pride in that. Like, I've put in the work over the summer and everything, and I just feel like it's kind of like showing. Right.
I guess what's your thoughts about going into district play here?
I'm ready for it. We got our 7 first round. We beat them once already on their home court, and we're going to be back at their home court. So I think we have a good shot of going far.
Right. Awesome. Well, we're rooting for anybody that wants to go far. That's what it comes down to. What you got?
Paige Fowler. This is getting to be a common theme here. That your third time as player of the game up here for Livestream STL. You're part of our crew now. You can call the games with us.
Well, I know next Saturday we've got basically a doubleheader, 9 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. I feel like I'm playing CYC ball again.
Oh my God!
You know, unbelievable. But you're more than welcome to come help after the game, because you probably don't have anything else to do. Wait for the bus and everything. You know,
probably not.
Come on up, and you can just give our thoughts on the boys' game.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
And just to reiterate, the old record I believe was 364 points. In a single season for the Lady Black Cats.
You're not done.
I'm not done.
Tell me a little bit about your season, how it's progressed, what it means to you to be able to break that record and have your name in the books here at Herculaneum High School.
Well, as the season progressed, I think I've gotten stronger around the basket. I mean, I couldn't finish tonight, but I'm working on that. Okay, it's coming. I've been working on my outside game, trying to take it out so I can be all around. And breaking the record as a sophomore is just like a kind of personal goal, but I'm not done. I want to go every year until my senior year.
We've got her for another 2 years after this. How about that? That's
Absolutely.
a treat for us.
Yeah.
It really
well,
is.
and not only you, but the person that you work so well on the floor with, and Taylor Metcalf. And talk a little bit about the relationship that you two have on the floor.
Well, me and Taylor, whenever we go back to Fox League. Like, they were 6th graders and I was a 5th grader, and I came up and played with them. Taylor's always the point guard, and that's where our connection started, and it just has kept going from there.
Awesome. Taylor Metcalf, we had her Monday. I get my days mixed up because it's like there's a lot of basketball going on right now. But Taylor Metcalf, I mean, I felt like was the greatest compliment, that you just compliment each other so well. And we were talking about it here. You're like Hull and Oates. You don't know who they are, but they were great hockey players back in the 80s. And
the
so
Blues.
they were great. You know, I mean, they knew exactly where each person was on the court, or in their case on the ice. And so, I mean, you know, it's great to have her as a person that can feed you at times. You know?
It is.
Yep. Awesome. Well, Paige Fowler, our co-player of the game. Good to have you again.
Thank you.
Come on back next Saturday, and you can chime in. We'll catch you for halftime. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Taylor
you.
Metcalf, our player of the game, along with Angelica Wooten. We're going to pop back over here. There we go. She knocked stuff over.
She made a great exit.
There she goes.
made
That's
a
okay.
great
Did
exit.
you just fall? She did. That's okay.
She was fouled on the play.
Well, you know, it is. Well, for Ray Halbrook and Jeff Whitener, live stream STL, we're going to say so long. We're going to jump off this stream real quick, but we will be right back on the new stream catching the boys' games. We'll catch you in just a little bit.